Welcome to another episode of Dante's Prison Stories. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or I'ma push that blade.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So the homie Ride Dog come in there. He like, yo, Dante, man, we need you on the yard right now. I mean, right now. So I'm like, what's going on? He like, man, we need for you to check this paperwork. And the big homie, as you know, in the hole. And, well, we need for you to check this dude paperwork. I said, listen, man, I can't get in crip business. If y'all a big homie, they ain't sanctioned for me to, he like, listen, Dante, man, listen, do this for me, man. You know, don't nobody know how to read paperwork, but you like that. So just, I'm like, listen, send the word to your big homie. And if I'm allowed to do it, I'm going to do it. But outside of that, it's going to be on you. You got to take responsibility. He like, man, I got you. Now, for those that don't know what's going on, no, I was not no Crip. No, I wasn't no Blood. No, I wasn't no Gang Disciple. I was affiliated with all these prison gangs because of my specialty of reading paperwork. Okay. Now, I wasn't a part of no organization, but I say affiliated because I did business with all the gangs. I was the paperwork guy. So anyway, one of these guys that's a part of the Crip organization came in with some crazy paperwork, and the guy that the main Crip guy that supposed to check their paperwork is a lockup or whatever. So they came to get me. So I hit the yard or whatever, and it's about 20 Crips over here by the bleachers, right? And there's this black dude sitting there, and he looking crazy, like real crazy. So I said, okay, this must be the guy. So Ride Dog hands me the paperwork, and I'm looking through it, and I'm like, yeah, something don't seem right. They like, see, I told you. So what's up? I said, well, let him tell us the story. I want to hear the story, so that way I can see if any of this line up. So here's the story, y'all. So he said that his girlfriend ended up going to Atlanta, and his girlfriend already got 3 daughters, ages 16, 15, and 14. Now, he said that he been in their life for the last 3 years and everything been good. He ain't never got accused of doing any weird type of stuff, right? So he said that the 16-year-old had a friend, and she'll run away all the time, like always running away from her house or whatever. And, you know, the 16-year-old told her mama, like, look, my friend, she need a place to stay. Is it cool that she stay here for a couple days or whatever? So the mama like, look, I need to talk to her parents because I'm not about to be harboring no dang minor. So give me her parents' number, and I'm going to call and see what's going on, see what the situation is. So she said she called the mom, and the mama like, listen, man, you can have her. I can sign my rights away. You know, the girl is disrespectful. She keep running away. She just do too much. So you can keep her. I don't care. So, you know, the mama telling her like, look, I understand that, but this your daughter. I'm going to let her stay here for a couple days or whatnot. And, you know, I'm going to bring her back to your house after things calm down or whatever. So the girl that keep running away or whatever, her mama hangs up the phone. Right. So the mama tell her like, listen, I'm going to let you stay here for about a week. These are my rules. No smoking, no drinking here. No boys, and, you know, just clean up after yourself or whatever. So the girl like, okay, cool. So the mama, you know, when the boyfriend, which is the guy, the Crip dude that's, you know, with this paperwork in prison with us, you know, he comes home, whatever, and the mama like, hey, listen, so-and-so friend's going to be staying here for about a week. she having trouble at her house. She can't go back home right now. And I'm just letting you know that she gonna be here. And that's really it. And I am about to go to Atlanta tomorrow. So he like, okay, I guess that's cool. Well, all right, whatever. Right. So he said the first night, everything went well. They had a 5-bedroom house. They got their room, and the 3 girls got their room, right? So there's an extra room, a guest room or whatever. But he said that the girl slept in his 16-year-old, was sleeping in her friend room with her, whatever, like a sleepover, whatever. So that's the first night. So he said like maybe around like 5 o'clock in the morning, he go down, because all the rooms are upstairs on the second floor. He said he go downstairs right around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he make him a sandwich, and he go to the living room, he cut the TV on, and he watching like Sports Center or whatever. So he said about 15 minutes as he watching Sports Center, he hears somebody walking down the stairs. So he said he ain't really paying any attention. But then he say the girl walked in the living room and she just had her bra on. So he like, hey man, go upstairs, man. What are you doing? She was like, oh, I just came down here to watch TV. I can't sleep. But he was like, yeah, I get that, but you gotta, I'm a man in this house. You can't be walking around like that. Go upstairs, put on a shirt or something. So she was like, well, I walk around like this at my house, so what's the big deal? And he was like, the big deal is that this is my house and you not about to be walking around here like that, man. Go upstairs. So she was like, all right. So she go upstairs. All right. So he said he's sitting there and he just thinking like, yeah, this girl is wild, man. But all right, whatever. So he said that he stayed down there for about another hour. Then he went upstairs and went to sleep. So he said the next day it was a school day. So wifey, well, that's not his wife, it's his girlfriend. His girlfriend is making breakfast because she about to leave. She making pancakes, eggs, sausages, grits, sliced up pineapples, apples, strawberries. She got the fresh squeezed orange juice, apple juice. She got the whole spread on the table. So everybody is downstairs eating before they go to school, right? So he said he come down there or whatever because everything's smelling good or whatever. So the girl was like, hey, how did you enjoy the show last night? Talking to him. And he was like, I guess it was straight. So the mama was like, last night, what you mean? What show? Oh, she was like, oh, we was watching Sports Center or whatever last night. And she was like, last night? But that was like what, 4 o'clock in the morning? And he was like, yeah, I was down there and she came down there, but she went back upstairs or whatever. So she was like, oh, okay, no big deal. Now, in hindsight, he should have told his girlfriend exactly what happened, because this is actually the groundworks of what he about to be accused of doing later on in the story, right? So nevertheless, the girls get ready, they leave, and they go get on the bus and they go to school or whatever, right? She leaves, girlfriend, she leaves, go to the airport. He said he at home, right? So he said about 2 hours ago by, he done took a nap, he done got up, he done called some of the homies to come over there, whatever, to play the video game, drink a little liquor, smoke a little weed, you know what I'm talking about? So he said the homies come over there and they all chilling. He, talked to one of his homeboys. He like, hey man, look, man, last night, man, this girl, my daughter's friend, she come downstairs in her bra or whatever, and it was just weird. So the dude, his homie, was like, shit, you ain't crack? And he was like, hell no, I ain't crack, man. The girl, a teenager, she like 16, dude. He was like, oh, shit, I mean, well, shit. That right there showed y'all where his heart was at, right? Right? Anyway, so He like, well, shit, I mean, if she ain't trying to do nothing with you, why you tripping? He was like, no, it just seemed weird, man. But anyway, whatever. Right? So he said they was all chilling, whatever, and it was about 30 minutes before school was out, before they come back home, whatever. So he tell her, all right, y'all gotta go, man. My kid's about to come home. Keep in mind, this is not his kids. They not even his stepdaughters. They are just, because him and a woman is not married. So he the girlfriend, but he claimed that they his kids, but they really not. Right? I just want y'all to remember that. So anyway, the homies leave or whatever. And the girls eventually come in the house or whatever. And the girl tell him like, hey, could you take me to volleyball practice? And he was like, volleyball practice? She was like, yeah, I signed up for volleyball, and just could you take me? That's at 5:00. So he was like, shoot, I guess. Anybody pick you up? She was like, no, I don't got no ride back. So he like, well, how you know? If you ain't gonna ride back, why should I be taking you? And she was like, can you please? And he was like, yeah, I guess. So nevertheless, about 4:45 rolls around, right? And he tell his 16-year-old daughter and the other daughter or whatever, like, hey, I'm about to go take old girl to volleyball practice or whatever, right? So they like, all right. So they get in the car. She on the passenger side, whatever. And they drive into to the middle school or whatever. So as they driving, she asks him, like, or this is what he said, right? I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just going off what he said. So she asks him, like, how do I get a boyfriend? And he said, girl, chill out, man. You 16 years old. You know how to get a boyfriend. And she's like, no, I really want to know, how do I get a boyfriend? So he was like, so he said, like, hey, listen, I don't feel comfortable talking to you, about that. But let's talk about some other shit, man. Why you keep running away from home or whatever? So he was like, she just like folded her arms and was like, because my mama, she ain't shit. She don't let me do what I want to do. I'm grown. Then he was like, grown? She was like, yeah, I'm grown. I can do what I want to do, man. And he was like, you ain't grown, right? She was like, man, I'm 16. I'll be grown in one more year. He was like, no, you'll be grown when you 18. And she was like, yeah, whatever, man. So he was like, so what's the deal? Like, okay, you grown. Like, what's going on? So she told him, like, well, I get a Social Security check and my mama won't give me the check. She told me we got to pay bills with it. And shoot, I want some shoes. I want some clothes or whatever. And she just keep telling me I got to go on the bills. But I know she be buying shit for herself, too. So he was like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of messed up or whatever. So when they pulling up to the school, like a block away, she was like, hey, I gotta tell you something. He was like, what? She was like, I lied. I'm not really going to volleyball practice. So he was like, what? She was like, yeah, I just really want to talk to you. I just talk to you away from everybody. He was like, man, do you know how much gas is, man? Why would you do that? Like, what? Like, why would you do that? And she was like, I don't know. I just wanted to talk to you. He was like, hey, man, you can talk to me, but don't do that again, man, because you just wasting a lot of money and gas, man. So he said he turned the car around. And he was like, so what do you want to talk about? She was like, I don't know. I just, how long have you and your girlfriend been together? And he was like, sure, we've been together for about 6 years, ever since you and, about 6 years, about 6 years. She was like, oh, okay. Did she keep you happy? He was like, he said, look, I don't know where you trying to go with this conversation, but yeah, she keep me happy. Why? Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to get pointers. So when I do get a man, I know how to treat him. So he was like, listen, I'm going to let you know this right now. My bottom line is this. I don't talk to little girls. I'm not interested in you. We don't got nothing in common. I'm a grown man. You are a child, and that's it. We whatever you trying to get to or get at, I'm not with it. All right. So you can cut that out right now. So she was like, all right, whatever. So he was like, no, it ain't no whatever, man, because what you doing, I see what you doing. So, and I should have said something when you came downstairs with your shirt off. And she was like, well, why didn't you? He was like, because, it wasn't really about nothing. So, anyway, but I'm just letting you know that my bottom line is, hey, I'm not messing with you. So if that's what you thinking, you can go ahead and get that out your head right now. So he said they pulled back out the house or whatever, and she get out the car and slam the door. So he said when she slammed the door, he jumped up like, hey, man, don't be slamming that door like that, man. What's wrong with you? Well, if you would have broke the glass. And she was like, my bad, man, my bad. Right? So he was like, yeah, this girl got problems, man. This girl got real issues. So they go in the house or whatever. So he say all that day, she was just having like a crazy attitude, smacking, rolling her eyes every time he asked her to do something or whatever, or asked her that she wants something, if she good, she just have a major attitude, right? So he said this would go on for the next 2 days until, his girlfriend pulled back up from Atlanta. So he said so his girlfriend came back home Friday, right? When she got home, the kids and that girl was at school. He said he was at his mama house chilling, right? So when his girlfriend got home, she was there alone, supposedly. So the girl leaves school early and come to the house, right? She knocks on the door. The girlfriend is there. She say, what you doing home from school so early? And this is where this story takes a dangerous turn, y'all. Before we even get to the story, do me one favor, y'all. I only ask of one thing, two things from y'all. Hit the like button, right? And I need for y'all to check out my homegirl Stacy story time. If y'all like my stories, y'all gonna love her stories. I'm gonna have her link pinned at the top of the comment section. Let's get back to it. So, girlfriend is like, what are you doing here? Don't you supposed to be in school? She like, I gotta tell you something. So she like, what is it? She said, man, your boyfriend tried to have sex with me. She said, what? She was like, yeah. You remember that morning that you left? Well, and you remember I was talking about the sports center thing or whatever? She was like, yeah. She was like, well, I came downstairs to get something to drink, and he told me to come in there. So when I go in there, he like pulled me onto his lap, and I was like, get off me, or I'm gonna scream. And so he let me go. So I wanted to tell you that. And then like the other day, he told me to go ride with him or whatever, and he tried to touch me. And I told him I was going to tell if he didn't stop or whatever. And that's when he brought me back to the house. And I just wanted to let you know that. So girlfriend like, wait, what? She was like, yeah, he tried to touch me. So she was like, hold on. I'm about to call his ass right now. So, nevertheless, she called him. She was like, you need to bring your ass home right now. So he like, what's going on, baby? She was like, right now, bring your ass home now or I'm calling the police. He was like, hold on, man, what's this about? Come home now. So he hang up the phone. He tell his mama like, hey, ma, I'm going to be right back, man. Something going on at the house, man. So he said he jump in the car and he get to the house. So the girl is sitting on the couch and his girlfriend is standing over here by the kitchen, right? So he come in and he look at the girl and he look at the woman, at his girlfriend. He like, what's up? What's going on? She was like, tell him what you told me. And she put her head down. She was like, no, I should have never said nothing. And he was like, said what? Said what? And she was like, and his girlfriend was like, no, don't be yelling and screaming. Listen, don't be afraid. Tell me what you said that he did. So she was like, you tried to come on to me. You tried to have sex with me. He was like, what? No, oh, hell no, no. You got to get out. Get the fuck out of my house. Get out my house right now. You know you lying, right? So she was like, you did. Like when you tried to get me, when you had me in the car, you would tell, he was like, man, you a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie, man. Why the fuck did you lie? Stop lying, man. Get the fuck out of my house. So his girlfriend was like, no, you get out. You get out. What's wrong with you? You pervert, you pedophile and all that. He's like, what? You go, man, your daughters, I've been around your daughters for all these years. They ain't never said I never did nothing. You don't even know this girl, man. How you gonna believe that she telling you, man? How the fuck you gonna believe that? Okay, forget. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. Big mistake. I'm gonna tell y'all why. This guy, I forgot to mention, and maybe he forgot. You cannot have a part of his parole stipulation, 0 contact with police. So he get on the phone, 911 emergency. How can I help you? Hey, man, I need an officer to come out here right quick, man, because this little bitch out here tripping, man. She's talking about I touched her or was coming on to her, man, and I ain't going for that shit. I need for y'all to get out here right now before I catch a body. That's what he says on the phone, before he catch a body. So nevertheless, the police get out there and, you know, they take the girlfriend over here. They take him over there. They take the girl over there, whatever, right? And they questioning them. About 10 minutes go by, one of the officer, you know, they all come together and they tell him, put your hands behind your back. And he like, for what? What's going on? I didn't do nothing. Well, you know, you being accused of, you know, doing the unthinkable, and you on parole, so, you know, we finna take you down to the station, see what your parole officer want to do. So, long story short, y'all, now we here. Now he in front of Dante, right? The paperwork wizard. So I'm listening to the story, and I'm like, well, y'all, I mean, it matches up. What he's saying and what this paperwork is accusing him of doing, it ain't saying that he did anything, but it's alleged that he did these things, but it's not saying that he, you know. So I mean, in my opinion, it's not saying that he actually did anything, but I mean, that's on y'all, man. I want to stop it right there. And this is why I stop, you know, reading people paperwork, because you never know. Just because somebody was accused of something, that doesn't necessarily mean they did it. Now, I wasn't there. Maybe the girl was telling the truth, that he really did, you know, try to come on to her and do all these things, was trying to take advantage of the situation. Maybe that's true. Or maybe he could be telling the truth and the girl was lying on him, and he just he violated his parole for 0 contact with police. I don't know. But I do know this, though. Some of these things could have been avoided if he would have told his girlfriend, you know, like, hey, I was down here watching Sports Center. She came down here in her bra. I sent her back upstairs. I'm just letting you know that, right? And then, you know, girlfriend could have that in her mind and said something to the girl and like, hey, don't be doing that or whatever. And, you know, I'm talking about establishing boundaries and stuff like that. So a lot of guys end up in situations, man, a lot of them. But, you know, you just gotta use your head, man, and don't let nothing slide. And especially if you're dealing with other people's kids, man. And like I said, I don't know. So let me ask y'all a question. Based on what y'all heard her story and y'all heard his story. Who do y'all believe? The girl or the guy? Let me know in the comment section. And with that, y'all, Dante love y'all. I appreciate everybody that been hitting that like button, sharing my videos, and hyping the video. Also, I'm letting everybody know right now, if you want to react to my videos, go ahead. The only thing I ask is that you put hashtag the Dante Show Network and your title and somewhere in the description. Okay, I'm giving y'all full permission to react to all my videos. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, hey, and get a bag, go ahead, react to my videos. I'm giving you full permission. The only thing I ask is just put hashtag the Dante Show Network in your title and in the description so I can get the metadata. The social media channels promoted, make sure you shoot me a text at this number. My channel get over 5 million views per month. So that's a lot of eyes on your promotion. If you forgot to hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get your Military Mind Games merch. The link will be pinned in the comment section. And last but not least, make sure y'all help me fight this war on poverty.